All right, guys, so in class that we have learned the butterfly method for adding and subtracting fractions. I'm going to show you some examples of how to do that, just in case you need to see an example actually worked out, but these should be in your notes with examples as well. So let's take, we have 3/5 plus 3/2. We're going to do the butterfly method. So we're going to set up our butterfly first. So we have our wings, we have our body, and we have our antenna, okay? So the first step we're going to do is we're going to cross multiply. I'm going to do 5 times 3 to get 15, and 2 times 3 to get 6. Then I'm going to multiply our denominators. 5 times 2 is 10. All right, now I'm going to come over here. I have 6 plus 15. Remember to look in the body of your butterfly to know if you're adding or subtracting at the top. And then my denominator is 10. 6 plus 15 is 21 over 10. Make sure you check to see if you can simplify. You can either use MathFrac, or if you recognize some division that you can simplify that way. Our final answer here is 21 over 10. Now I want to look at this one right down here because we have a whole number plus a fraction, and I want you to remember that if you have a whole number, you can always write a whole number as a fraction by putting it over 1. So I'm going to rewrite this problem as 2 over 1 plus 1/5. It's the exact same thing. These are equivalent. They equal the same thing. And now I'm going to do my butterfly method. I'm going to draw my wings, my body down here, my little antenna. I'm going to cross multiply. 1 times 1 is 1. 5 times 2 is 10. And 1 times 5 is 5. So remember, I'm going to look in here to see what I'm doing with those top two numbers. I'm doing 10 plus 1. Pay attention to that. And then I'm keeping my denominator as 5. 10 plus 1 is 11. So we have 11/5 as our final answer. All right, let's talk about subtracting fractions. Exact same step, guys. The only difference is when we go to deal with our numerator, we're going to be subtracting it. So set up my butterfly, wings, body, antenna. I'm going to go ahead and set this one up down here too. Wings, body, antenna. All right, so cross multiplying. 7 times 1 is 7. All right, and then we have 9 times 4 is 36. 7 times 4 is 28. So I have 36 minus 7. Remember to pay attention to your sign in here. And then 28. 36 minus 7 is 29. And I'm going to keep my denominator the same. So my final answer is 29/28. And for this one, we have cross multiplication. 2 times 1 is 2. 4 times 1 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. So I'm going to subtract 4 minus 2. Because I looked in there, I saw my sign. And then I'm going to keep my denominator as 8. So 4 minus 2 is 2. I have 2 8s now. I can already see this pattern because these are some small numbers that I know. I know that 2 and 8 are both divisible by 2, but also if you put this into your calculator and you did MathFrac, you would find that you could simplify this fraction. So I'm going to divide by 2. Whatever I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So 2/8 simplified is 1/4, and that is my final answer. So that is the butterfly method. Remember, you can only use the butterfly method for adding and subtracting fractions. You cannot use the butterfly method for multiplying and dividing fractions.